I hire somebody to do this plan for me, and the man don't even know what AutoCAD is. He literally give me drawings on paper, and I can't even understand half the things he draw because it's just 2D views.
With the jail, are you serious? So
Mm-hmm.
in these times, he even use 3D software.
Yeah, the man don't even know what AutoCAD is.
In the script presented, it highlights three main problems that we face with architectural design for Trinidad. One, the architectural practices are dated. Two, they are not very innovative. Three, poor use of technology.
So to create our solution, we looked at the competitors in the country, and we narrowed them down to our direct competitors, which are CADCO, TT, BRW, Gillespie, GSL, and Fojo. We use things such as the quality of their 3D models, their commercial project and residential project ratios, how much of each project type they take, the innovativeness of their service, and the market penetration in terms of how popular they are. And we noted that GSL is the most popular. However, we also noted their weaknesses, which are none of them use VR technology, which has been in development and is currently in a state of easy access, so anyone can use it. They don't specialize in low energy building technology. It's usually done by a third party company after the building is made. And they also hire a large number of people, which contributes to large overheads and management issues and makes them less flexible. They also have a permanent office location, which reduces additional overheads. The last thing is that most of them are architects and they don't have engineering degrees. So their designs are mostly visually appealing designs, but they don't do as much structural analysis in terms of the structural requirements of the buildings that they are doing. And that's usually done with the aid of the contractor. So the contractor usually has to make sort of changes to their designs, and this leads to long lead times to complete the design phase.
So the business opportunity and target markets. Opportunities that we have acquired are innovation. We can target innovation. We're creative. Structurally analyzed designs, low energy technology, and designs that are easy to alter. Our target market would be the commercial industry. So we would be doing designs such as showrooms, groceries, residential buildings, etc. Solution and company goal. So based on the three main problems that we face in Trinidad and Tobago, we have three main solutions which are in turn our company goals. First one is the use of VR, which is virtual reality in our architectural designs. Second is fixed pricing systems, because currently in Trinidad and Tobago, architectural companies don't have proper breakdowns of their pricing. And thirdly, we would be pioneering new architectural services, such as the use of the type of materials that we'll be using and the use of technology. So now I'd like to tell you about the two main partners in business. So myself, I'm Ali Charles. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the firm, and I'm also a co-founder. My background is in civil engineering. I have 10 years experience working in the industry. I started off at Caribbean Limited, and now I'm currently employed as a project manager in UTT.
I'm the Chief Design Officer, co-founder, and head architect of our firm, and I currently am employed at Nutrien as a design and manufacturing engineer, and I have 3 years of experience personally part-time doing architectural services.
The name of our company is Agera Design, and we chose the name Agera because Agera is a Dutch word that translates to take action or to act. And in Trinidad and Tobago, because we have an issue with old-fashioned and dated designing, we decided that we need to take action when it comes to the designing of our structures.
So the technology we aim to use is virtual reality to help clients have a more visceral experience in designing their building and allowing them to understand the design better so that they can make changes with a more informed visual aid. Next, we choose to use cloud storage to basically develop a database of all our models and the structural design so that we can pull from them on later dates and later projects. We also choose to use consumer-grade PCs instead of industrial-grade, and that is because of the leap in technology that now allows consumer-grade PCs to conduct high-end civil and architectural engineering jobs just as well as traditional industrial-grade PCs, and the consumer-grade PCs are a lot cheaper. To continue, we are using low-energy building technology, which is something we shall personally endeavor by doing courses related to our accreditation body IET to learn more and more about the latest in low energy building technology. We also like to introduce hybrid building materials, new building materials to the industry in Trinidad. And we also like to introduce new construction technology as well to make construction more efficient. For our marketing, we're using social media due to its popularity, and we're also using referrals and industrial partnerships. In social media, Facebook and Instagram are our key platforms. We're using mainly Instagram and their paid advertisement services. The reason for this is because Instagram is the more popular platform between Facebook and Instagram. Even though more people use Facebook, Instagram is more popular among companies. And the advantage is that we are able to reach both Facebook and Instagram users with our Instagram ads since both companies are subsidiaries. We also aim to use a mobile app and website configurator, which allows clients to basically fill out a digital form when you have a business or structure that they desire and get a reference quoted price upfront, and also schedule a face-to-face consultation. Our apps will be available on both the popular Apple App Store and the Android Google Play Store. I now hand you over to Ade to talk about our industrial partnership initiative.
So for industrial partnership, we intend to look at companies such as Abel, Building Solutions, Smart Energy, and Direct Points. What we would be doing with the partnership aspect is to barter advertising for recommendation. So we would recommend these companies and they would refer us and advertise our services.
Just to add, these companies are examples such as construction companies that provide materials, solar energy, green energy companies, and technology companies.
Fixed costs. So for our company, the total fixed costs approximated to 29,000 TT dollars. This fixed cost would incorporate the cost of our laptops that we use for designing, our personal protective equipment that we would need when we're doing site visits, and the VR headsets that will be used by our clients to view prospective designs. Operating costs. So the total operating cost was calculated to be an approximation of 17,000 TT dollars. The operating cost will cover the cost of our software that we need, advertising costs, cloud storage costs, and the annual fuel costs. So for the first year, our startup costs will be approximately a total of 46,000 TT dollars, which is a sum of the fixed cost and the operating cost. And then every year after that would be an approximated value of 17,000 TT dollars, which was seen in the previous slide.
So for our pricing strategy, we have developed a system to produce a total price that is a mixture of a base price and a static price. The base price and the static price both have levels that change the pricing value. The complexity starts at level 1 and goes up. Aesthetic has level A, B, and C. The aesthetics really deal with the visual complexity of the models, and the complexity is based on the ACS score, which also is attached to the aesthetic. The ACS is the Agera complexity score, which is 0 to 50, and it basically analyzes the complexity of the project, and it helps us assign a cost to the base price and also to the aesthetic to basically generate a final cost. Now, if you look here, the aesthetic has level B and level C. Prices are multiplied by the ACS score. So when we do that, we'll find a final pricing to provide to the customer. For our project layout, we intend to do 4 projects each throughout the year at 3-year monthly periods. We intend to start projects every 3 months. So that means we'll do 8 projects at an average cost between at the average of level 1 projects, 15,500 per service. And for the growth in the first 3 years, we plan to have a 50% growth between each year after year 1. And how we do this isn't really shown here because of the Excel sheet not being able to correctly show our plan, but we will increase our level projects in terms of doing level 2 projects in the second year. So for the beginning of the second year, we will do just as we did in the first year. We'll do 4 level 1 projects, and at the other half of the year, we'll do 4 level 2 projects. And the same goes for year 3, where at the beginning, we'll do 4 level 2s and 4 level 3s at the end of the year. So we are keeping with 8 projects per year. For the owner income, we are paying ourselves $8,000 a month in the first year, and our income will increase by 25% each year with the increase in revenue. For revenue, even though most startup companies have a loss, we have a small profit due to the fact that our fixed costs and operating costs are not as aggressive as other businesses, which have to lease a property and buy a vehicle and those sorts of things, due to the nature of our architectural business type. I now hand you over to Ali to discuss the growth after year 3.
Growth after 3 years. So after 3 years, what we would like to see happen with our business is that one of the things we would like to do, firstly, is employ civil engineering diploma graduates. And the reason for employing diploma graduates is that the salary bracket is one that our company will be able to sustain. Secondly, we would like to see, or we would like to implement a permanent location. So we thought about approaching the UStart, as I am currently enrolled at the University of Trinidad and Tobago. The UStart program is something that they run for students, where you're able to use an office space. If, however, we do not get approved, or it is not approved, the plan B would be to rent a small office space.
Lastly, we intend to use an electric mobile workstation, in this case a Nissan NV200 electric panel van, which we will lease from Massey. And the advantage of this is that we can have all our gear, such as the laptop and VR headsets, in the vehicle and transport them to construction sites, so that the construction crews can actually see the 3D layout and have a better understanding of the work they are about to do. In this way, the lead engineer could put on the VR headset and navigate the structure, while a large screen monitor will show the construction crew different areas that the lead engineer is looking at to show them.
Now we look at contingencies. First contingency is our type of competitors. If it is we have competitors in our industry that do the same things we do, which is our innovation, the introduction of the VR headsets, then we would have to go back to the drawing board and find new means of keeping ourselves a notch above the rest.
For lack of projects, we are protected from this since our company is not a full-time business, it's a part-time business. And both the owners and future employees are allowed to have a permanent job as long as it doesn't interfere with the Agera work as well. So that is the end, and we look forward to your questions.